Welcome back, everybody. It's Rama from Junk Journal Divas. Hello, my friends. I am back. I'm really excited to show you what I have been working on. You can see these gorgeous pages. So I'll be going to a retreat. Many of you know it is June 1st through the 7th, and we will be working on making a journal, and we were told to bring 2 signatures. So I actually have 3 because my pages are kind of bulky because I like all my stuff in there. I'm going to show you what I have so far. I may have to take some of the pages out. I haven't quite decided yet. I wanted to show you first, I just did this page, and also all of the digitals that I used, the majority of them are House Whimsy, of course, and I used a lot of different kits, so I've got those all listed in the video description. But these are from the travel kit, and I just wanted a page to, this is kind of the, the beginning and introduction. We've got the suitcases, and these things are from, I don't even know, it's some kind of a scrapbook thing that somebody had sent to me. So it's got, there's a travel ticket and this little tag with the destination and things. So I thought this was cute to start it off. But I don't know, maybe I will somehow create a pocket on the inside of the journal. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this yet. And these are House Whimsy papers that I used here. And then also this journal card. I'll be going with a couple of ladies from Junk Journal Divas, and so I just thought this was a cute journal card to kind of stick in as my little intro page. So I'm going to put this aside for now. Some of my dangles. Now I do have some of these. I've got quite a few of these in my shop. These are the lampwork beads, hand-blown glass. They're absolutely gorgeous. I have a bunch of kits. I think there are 6 of them in a package. Those are in my shop. I also have a bunch of paper, my eco prints, my eco dyed paper, and then hand dyed papers as well. I used all my papers in here, except for the printed ones, of course. So I'm on the first page here. I have a picture of, I actually made these mermaids, but I took a picture of it, and so I framed it, and these are the ladies that I will be going with. And I used fishtails as page tabs, as you can see here. So just a very fun first page. This is a piece of wallpaper, and I turned it into a pocket. So I've got one of my tags here. So these are not put together, so make sure the pages don't flip around and flop around too much. This is a tissue paper that I just kind of did the faux rice paper. For this, you just basically put glue or matte medium or something on it. Again, House Whimsy printables here. This is from the mermaid kit. And then there's some underwater scenes. This is also House Whimsy, my dyed paper. And then I used a bunch of my dyed papers and stuff, and used like the, wiggly scissors, and I just made these little pieces to put on the edges. More of my dyed paper. And then these digitals are from, just these little focal point pieces are from Hearth. I think it's how you say Hearth Studios. They were a lot of fun. Little fish here. But all the full page papers, these are all House Whimsy. Some of my jelly print papers. Another one of my dyed papers. These just turned out so pretty. All the markings on those. And the music page, this is one of my, so this is an eco print, and this is the turquoise package. My shop link also is in the video description. And then this is a piece of wallpaper. I put one of these strips that I made here and just kind of made it into a little tuck. And I also made these tea bag tags. I call these my boho beach ladies. And again, I just used a bunch of fish images, and I backed the tails to make sure that they were going to be sturdy. So here we got a jelly print page, and then we are at the center of the signature. And again, this is House Whimsy. Okay, so again, House Whimsy. The other side, my jelly print. These are just cute. My dyed paper with this beautiful dangle on. Another House Whimsy page, and I love this page, the way that it turned out, my jelly prints. Just some fun papers, another little tuck here with an House Whimsy paper that I turned into a little tag. And then I just put a bunch of goodies in here. And the other wallpaper side. So this is the first signature. And then moving on to the second signature. You can hear my puppies barking out there. So this is a piece of wallpaper. This is a tag with a tag. Kind of fun. Got my little fish and bubbles here. And then again, my page tab, a fish. And then pocket here. One of my large tags. This is another printout. I love this kind of just fun, whimsical, steampunk-ish stuff from Hearth Studios. There's another one of them. And my dyed paper with these fabulous markings. And this is actually a pocket. I'll put this down in here. That works. More dyed paper, and I love the little cells that I got when I was dyeing the paper because it just looks like it's underwater. Another one of my eco prints. And I think I've got turquoise. I have quite a few different colors. I think there's 5 or 6 different colors of the eco print paper packages. And then this is just a really fun page. I did some messy sewing around this window, and this is, put some acetate in there. And this is one of my jelly papers. And this was one of my, this is also from House Whimsy, just so fun. I need some vitamin C. Just a fun page here. Another House Whimsy. I turned this into a pocket, another little mermaid tag there. And I did some, this is some stamping that I did. So I did so much stuff to these papers. I've been playing with them for so long. And then the inside of this signature, this beautiful page. Music page. And then here I just kind of put this, turn this little pocket into a tag, and just has some tags down in here. And I really like this stuff just to add some interest to the edges of my pages without making them too bulky. And then again, one of my eco print and jelly print papers. Oops. This little vintage piece of paper. And then this page, this is actually a paper clip with 2 pockets here. And I just added some goodies here for interest. And this is the other side, the paper clip. Another fish that I added. And this is also a tag kind of pocket thing from Hearth Studios. Some kind of resort at the beach. So I just stuck that little piece of ephemera in here also. And then on the back, got a little mini pocket here with just a little fish tag inside. And it Velcros closed. And put a little tag to hang here. So this is my second signature. Like I said, I'm not sure if I will break these up a little bit, perhaps. And then this is, again, I will put the link for this. I just made these. This is one page that I kind of turned into an interactive page. So this is the page, and I did some add-ons. So here is a little envelope, a little pocket here, the tea bag tag, and this flips over. I can close that up, and then this Velcros. Open it up. We have another little pocket here. Just put some writing spots. And then open it up here. There's some tags. And this is a little pocket with a tag tucked down in there. And then open these up. This flips open. And I'm going to put this postcard in. This is a vintage postcard. Let me put that in there. And then in the center, I have this is thick paper. So it's an envelope that I made, this tag that pulls out, which is also quite thick. So I didn't do anything else to this middle section here. So then we flip this open. Got a little bit of writing space there in the other side of the envelope. So I made a couple of these, and I think this is going to be my personal one that I take with me to use. I was having a hard time deciding which one to use. Just some of the goodies that are tucked down in here. Side. I turned this into a waterfall. So each of these has a pull-out paper. So I was thinking I could do, I don't know, highlights for the days on the trip or something like that. So we've got 1, 2, 3, and 4. So these are my pages. Tons of fun making them. It was really hard to try to do a video. I did save some things that I did, so I'm going to show that to you next. And you can check out the timestamps if you want to see something specific or skip to the next section. So I start off in the video, I'm going to show you how I distressed some of my papers. So these are embossed papers. Which way do they go? This way. So I start off with these, just adding some layers. This is one that I cut to use on one of my pages. So to give you an example, this one that I cut is what I used here to just kind of add some layers to this page. And then just some other colors. And I just use these for layering. You could even use it as the background of a tag. Some of these are thick cardstock, others are a little lighter. Whatever you want to use them for. I just like to have a lot of different papers and textures and things to play with for when I start doing projects. So do those. These papers were white, and I just went over them with some inks and things. Kind of reminded me of water. And then this one was a lot of fun. This was a white piece of wallpaper, I think it is. And it looks like waves crashing. So I did a lot of different things to this. I put some embossing powder on. There's some gesso on here, sprays, lots of different things. I don't know if you can kind of see the shine going on there. This is a piece of cardboard from when I was dyeing papers, and I wanted to use this because I have some pops of orange in my printed papers from House Whimsy. So I just added a little bit of ink and some distress crayons, the metallic ones, so it has a bit of shine. And again, just for layering. And then these are the only two pieces that I have left. I used all of these on the edges of my pages, but I just took some of my scraps and cut them and just layered them up. Now some of the thicker, the wider ones, I used as a tuck, as you saw in my flip through, and others I just used to decorate the edges. So I made these things that I have in this video that you saw that I used, that I'm not going to show here because I have different videos, but I will link all the videos, the digitals that I'm using, lots of different stuff that I've got, all the information in the video description. But these are the little tea bag pockets that I made. I will link this video, and they are just super cute. So you can put these down onto a page, or you can even put these onto a tag. They're small enough. And then the other thing, I do a whole series. I do these little tea bag tags. So there's the pockets, and then these are the tags, and I just covered these, and I go over some of them with some color, with some distress crayons. These are some photos that I did, so I love it, gives it that vintage look. And just an example, this is an altered paper clip. I've done this style of paper clip many times. Got a couple videos doing it, and it has a double tuck. So I made this out of a book page, and then just tucked my photos down into here. And then lastly, I have I'm calling them my boho beach ladies. They're just a lot of fun. And again, I don't know if you can kind of see in the light, the shimmer. I did add some metallic, some different things to add color here. So these videos I will link, and I'm going to get started showing you just distressing some of the papers and then decorating some of the pages. So let's get started. So I'm starting off with the embossed papers, and I'm showing this one up close. Unfortunately, I did not do video of it, but I am going to show you some of the papers that were embossed with my waves. So here are some of the plain ones, and I started just going over them with some of my mini distress ink pads, and I just layered a bunch of different colors on top of each other and kind of just kept going until I was happy with it. And I had the idea as I was going that it would be kind of cool if I had some pops of white in different areas, on the waves. So after I go through with all my ink pads, I grabbed my gesso just because it's white and was trying different methods to go over these papers with the gesso just to get those waves to kind of pop. So here you can see I'm using my finger, and then I decided to use my spatula. Now this one is actually one of my favorite papers that I did, and I think it's because there's a lot of gesso on it. You'll see later on I go over after the gesso dries, I went back over them again with some of my inks. And sometimes the ink covered up all of the white, so I wasn't happy with that. So then I go over it with my brayer. So you'll see all these different steps that I did here, but I think if you just start off with the spatula using quite a bit of gesso, and then going over it with the different colors of ink that you want to use. Now, of course, if you don't have gesso, you could always use some white acrylic paint or something. I was just using gesso for the color here. And now you can see after the gesso dried, I'm going back over with my Distress ink pads. And this is the one that I like the best. So you can see how that white, it still is in the background. It wasn't covered up with my ink pads, but then some of them you'll see it ended up, my ink pads covered it up. And the colors that I'm using here, I have, let's see, I was using Faded Jeans. I have Peacock Feathers, which is one of my favorites. Broken China and Chipped Sapphire, Stormy Sky, a whole bunch of different blue colors, and I was just layering them all up. Now I'm just kind of showing where I am so far and what they look like. And this is when I decided to use my brayer just to add a little more white, so you can see it just adds that little pop, and I'm much happier with those. And now I have this piece of cardboard from when I was dyeing my papers. And you guys, I usually don't like orange that much, but I love the way the orange pack turned out. So again, I've got all the different colors of packs. I think I have 6 different colors in my shop. And I use 28-pound paper, so it has that thickness without being too bulky like a cardstock would be. And now moving on to my little peephole page. Now I printed 2 of these windows. I wasn't sure which size I wanted to use, and I'm using glue dots to put on the acetate sheet. I am going to go around this and do some messy sewing. And now I'm just kind of figuring out where do I want to put it, what page do I want to add this to. So this is one of my jelly print pages, and I'm just going to trace that circle and cut it out. and then put this on top. I am using glue just to put this down, and then I will go over with doing some messy sewing around it. So here's what it looks like so far. And now I can add my fish on the inside part. So the next thing is I'm just showing some of the pages that I decorated. So I'm going to play some music and just show some of the things that I did with my pages. So enjoy the rest of the video and we'll meet back up at the end.